How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Yeah. So we're coming to the end of today. It's it's been a nice peaceful day for me today, which has been cool. I hope you guys are having a lovely day or about to end it or whatever. It depends on where you are on the planet. Now, this is the thing. We as human beings, we have this tendency to think that we have to figure everything out on our own. We have to, and okay, yeah, we're grown up. There are certain things that we need to just get on and do for sure. But there are also things about who we are that we keep trying to figure out alone, and we try to do it separate from our creator. Okay, now this is not something I'm always being so blatant and blunt about, but the truth of the matter is, for any success that I've created, it has come from a place of connection with Source, connection with the divine, trusting that He will tell me what I need to do when I need to do it, and then I just get on and do it. I'm not always the best at the getting on and do it bit, but mostly that is, well, mostly I get on and do it. But this is the thing. You are not created to go through life alone. It's like the, I don't know, what is this analogy I'm thinking of right now. I suppose it's like the pot or the clay telling the creator, or the one that is going to make the clay turn into a pot, telling them, I don't know, or trying to do it away from them, thinking, I can do it myself, I can do it alone. And we do that as human beings. We try to figure this stuff out alone. And for the most part, okay, you get an okay life. I got an okay life when I was trying to figure everything out alone, trying to obey the rules that other human beings exactly like me, which is again like other bits of clay, exactly like me, another bit of clay. We're all trying to, tell each other how we're supposed to do things, when really what we need to do is tap into that deep wisdom within us. That deep wisdom that has been planted within us that wants to help you come back to center, come back to who you are, come back to what you're created to be. Hello, Kyan. And instead, we're trying to figure it all out. We're trying to be, I don't know, super. And there's nothing wrong with being super, nothing wrong with any of this stuff, because that's what we've been created. We've been created to be strong, but hey, we are strongest when we're in connection with the divine. We're strongest when we're in connection with our intuition. Now, I know everybody uses a different term, a different name, basically for the same thing, but as spiritual people, we know that we're not alone in this, and yet we live sometimes like we are. We find it so hard to trust, because life has dealt all kinds of crazy blows. You start to think that you're alone. You start to think that, even though, I go to my religious organization and sing songs and raise my hands and look suitably holy, I don't actually completely believe it in my everyday life. And so then people wander around so uncertain, so unsure, so unable to make sense of their life. Isn't it time for things to change? Isn't it time for you to surrender? And it's an active kind of surrender. It's not a surrender that just means you're going to sit on your butt and do nothing. I always like to emphasize this, because I never, ever want to give off the impression that being spiritual means that we just sit around waiting for miracles, because it's not the truth. Okay? We are very active, an active part of this. So we have to do our bit, our 100%, and then, higher power does his 100%, and then together things accelerate. Because it's like you could be sitting, waiting, and all kinds of opportunities are presenting themselves to you, because, your intuition, your higher power is trying to get your attention, but you're sitting waiting for a miracle. You're sitting waiting and thinking you know better. And I'm saying, hey, isn't it better just to connect, to reconnect with Source, to lay down the crazy, frantic craziness and come back to, who are we? What are we here to do? Wouldn't it be easier to do that work instead of trying to do 20 million things? Yep, active faith and wisdom within. Oh yes, Kyan, my eyes are closed actually. When I'm doing these audios, I generally close my eyes and just get on with it. But yes, isn't it time we just returned to who we truly, truly are created to be? And how easier can it, how much, yeah, how logical is it to return to who created you in the first place? That is the best way, surely. It makes sense that if we're going to figure out who we are and what we're here to do, we go to the person that created us. We tap into that deep inner wisdom inside of us that says, hey, this is the way to go. Even if sometimes it feels scary and it's like, I feel almost like I've been on a little bit of a journey in the last few days where it's like surrender again to, what you're born to do, Rosemary. Stop hiding from it, or stop kind of giving half of it and then trying to hold back the other half. And that is where this whole abundance mastermind came out of, was just this sense of, okay, surrender, Rosemary. Your best work comes when you tap into source for the people that you're trying to serve. When you deliver, it's almost like being a messenger as such. And I'd never really wanted to talk about it that way because I'm the most logical person on the planet at times. And I want everything to make 2 + 2 makes 4 kind of sense, basically. And it doesn't always. And yet I know that when I always tap into source, but I don't always say it this clearly. And I am saying it very clearly now that, my best wisdom is great. I'm not going to downplay the fact that I have a lot of experience, a lot of wisdom, but I know that it's okay. But when I tap into source for my clients, for the people I'm working with, now that is where breakthroughs come from. Because we're all connected to this, deep inner power, this deep inner wisdom. And then I can help you sense what you already kind of know. But maybe you just need some guidance in taking off the layers so that you can truly, truly hear it for yourself. So I invite you to join me in the Abundance Mastermind. It is going to be a case of learning to love yourself again, because it's only as you love yourself again that you start to trust yourself again, that you start to trust your intuition, trust the little voice inside of you that says this is the way to go. It's only as you grow in confidence that you will trust again, because it comes back to loving yourself enough to trust what you're coming up with and being confident enough to actually walk it out. So yes, the Abundance Mastermind will help you with self-love and self-confidence, but it will also reconnect you with Source in a deeper way than you've ever been connected before. I will give you personal prophecy. So each time we come on a call together, it'll just be 6 of us in an intimate mastermind over the phone. As I've said before, it can be as private as you want it to be. Nobody needs to know who you are. But you come onto the call and I give you personal prophecy for you, personal guidance for you. So I tap into source for you or with you, and we come up with, okay, this is what I feel led to say to you. What does that mean for you? And then we come up with a practical plan for you to move forward between that call and the next one. Whatever it is, whatever area of life, this is not necessarily limited to entrepreneurs. This is anything, any part of your life where you're stuck, you're in a rut, you're ready to elevate. Yes, most of the people I tend to work with are looking to make a heck of a lot of a difference on this planet. But you know what? Even for us, the entrepreneurs, us the ones that want to make a difference on the planet, you know what? We have a full life. There are relationships to look at. There is health to look at. There's full experience of success. Success is not limited to just money. It's not limited to just business. Though, yes, to me, those things are pretty dang important. Ultimately, but you know what? We're complete human beings, and we want every area of our life to be successful. And that is where higher power wants to reach out to you, wants you to reconnect in a deeper way than you ever have before, and to get that guidance that you've been kind of looking for. And that's what the Abundance Mastermind is about. 6 people, 6 sessions over an 8-week period. There'll be some training delivered as well as affirmations and things like that, so that you're surrounded by a sense of love. You're surrounded in a way or in an environment that helps you elevate your self-belief and confidence. And if this is something that you desire for you, you'll know because you'll be resonating with what I'm saying. Every time you see it, there's a part of you that says, oh my gosh, I need to be part of this. And yes, you do. In which case, you need to go over to rosemarynonnyknight.com/abundance and go join in. Let me put the link in here. Open my eyes for a second. But this is it, guys. This is going to be the deepest, most amazing work I've ever done. Basically, because I'm just trusting that, you know, as higher power has said to me, or as Papa has said to me, that it's going to be very transformational for everybody that takes part in this. So, yeah, there are 6 spots in this particular first group. And the doors shut on Thursday. Oh, is it? Yeah, Thursday midnight, Eastern time. But don't wait till then. The earlier you get on board, the more you start already to receive a feeling of elevation immediately. Because there's something about making a decision rather than waiting in the wings and hoping that things will work out. I hear from a lot of people talking about how they've given, you know, that you are that person that helps lots of others and you see lots of other people progressing, and somehow your turn hasn't come yet. And now it is your turn. It is your turn now. But again, you must see the opportunities and act on them. Higher power will continue to present you with opportunities, but until you move, they're just opportunities that just kind of fleet away, and that's it. And so you might be waiting and hoping that your time will come. I'm telling you, your time is now. Okay. The Abundance Mastermind. The doors shut on Thursday. If it is you, you know already. It's time for you to go over to rosemarynonnyknight.com/abundance and go and get your spot. Okay? It's an incredible investment. It will never be this low again. That much I can promise you. But as it's brand new, I thought, you know what? The first 6 are going to get an extra blessing. Okay? So it's rosemarynonnyknight.com/abundance. Go join in. I look forward to helping you step into your purpose in a more powerful way than ever before. Again, it's rosemarynonnyknight.com/abundance. It's your time. It's definitely time. Ooh, it went twice. Time to fight for and to deliberately design the life you're born to live because you absolutely want to. Until the next time, my honeys, much love.